Where we are right now, we're in an old camp that was used by illegal immigrants, and I'll show you the camp in a minute, or you know, what's left of it. Kind of interesting for some people maybe. Alright, but anyway, my new favourite stainless water bottle. I love the stainless steel ones. I'm not a big fan of plastic. I like stainless steel. And I'm being a little bit quiet because I know there's people over there, and that, you know, I don't want them hearing me. Yeah, anyway, my new favourite. I think it's probably one of the best, if not the best. I don't know, I haven't tried them all, but I've done a lot of research, and there's a video out there, Corporal's Corner. He does a video on this in comparison to another popular stainless one, so he definitely helped me make my decision on picking this, and I'm real happy with it. It's a low profile lid, and it has this lanyard cord on it, which you can remove. The cord just comes off real easy. It's as I've got that off, one of the reasons I chose this is if you look at the threads are real prominent on the outside, but they're not pressed in. A lot of cheaper flasks, they're just pressed. These are real prominent, and you've got that big area at the bottom of the threads there that you can wrap a bit of wire, paracord, whatever, and you can then suspend your flask above a fire, you know, boil some water, cook some soup in it or something, or dunk it into a river from a bridge with a long length of paracord and go fishing for your water. But I would obviously tie it better than that if I'm dunking it in a river. But there you go, real handy. And I don't know of any other flasks that have that, and I just think that's a brilliant thing. So Nalgene came up trumps with that. And this is a 38 ounce, which is, for me and Peanut out hiking or whatever, it's a good amount. You know, I'm not going to go thirsty. It's a good amount. It's not too heavy to carry. It's just right for me anyway. Time for a drink. Thirsty work. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and hot here in Southern California. What's that saying? Mad dogs and Englishmen out in the midday sun. Yeah, something to that. So there you go. Surgical stainless steel, which most others are not surgical. It's a little better quality stainless steel than most others, and it easy cleaning. You know, there's no sharp edges to it. And like I said earlier, the threads are on the outside, not on the inside, so real easy cleaning. 2-inch wide mouth, you know, you get a bottle brush in there, whatever, real easy. You get your fingers in and clean underneath the lip here. So I'm pretty stoked with this, glad I got it. I might get another one just in case I discontinue these. I understand they have been hard to get hold of in the past. I'm not surprised because they're obviously popular. I've been carrying it in the Wild Wolf bottle carrier. Pretty awesome too. I've got to say, I'm pleased with this. I'm definitely getting another one of these. Now this is quite a short bottle. I think it's about 8 inches by 3.5 inches wide. If I'm not carrying my day pack, I'll just carry this. Have it slung over my shoulder, and perfect. So this is the Wild Wolf Outfitters. This is the 40 ounce, Now this is a 38-ounce bottle. It's shorter than some other bottles, but this will cinch up pretty nice around there. But these are great. Carrying strap here, across your shoulder here, this cinch cord there. It's like neoprene lined, so help keep your drinks a little cooler or warmer, whatever. But I like these pouches. There's a big zippy pouch here. I keep a bit of paracord in there. I keep my phone, which is quite a big phone, and a spare knife, backup knife. This is the Thin Wolf from Cold Steel. Nice and slim. 3-inch blade, or thereabouts, 3.5, I don't remember now. For a locking knife, Cold Steel are renowned for having really good lock up there. So I'm not worried about it coming down on my fingers or anything. In fact, I have trouble getting hold of this knife. I got to get another one because it's become my wife's favourite. She carries this in her jeans front pocket. It's nice and slim, keeps a great edge, just handy little knife. So that's what I keep in that pouch. And there's also these little tiny pockets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Keep whatever you choose to keep in there, and a little zippy one on the front. I like the way they've done that with the cord that they've used. Easy to grab hold of. Well, I just keep a little lighter in here, clipper lighter. They're my go-to lighters, and a Gerber utility folding knife that locks. These things are freaking awesome. I bought a bunch of these about 2 years ago and give them out as gifts. Locks up nice. Great if you have to do some surgical repairs or just anything, box cutting, string cutting. If you've got nothing else, or just as a backup. Stainless steel. Just change out the blades, of course, the utility blades. Brilliant. If you can still get them, don't know if you can or you can't, but if you can, I'll put a link in the description. So that's it. That's really what this video is about. My new favourite water bottle. Yeah, when I'm carrying this day pack with me, which I obviously am today, I just stick the bottle just in the side pouch, and that's a small day pack. Slides in there, no problem. You could carry one on the other side if you wanted to. Or them Nalgene flasks, made in USA. If that makes a difference to you. As I'm an Englishman living in the USA, I always like to buy at home first, wherever home might be. Alright, so we're in a pretty deep canyon here. That road is not a real road. It's gated off at either end. It's just a service road. Somebody's put a marker there. There's like a heap of sand with a stick sticking out of it. Now they come up this makeshift. They've dug some steps into the earth there. Now the reason there's nobody here right now is there's been a lot of rain lately, and this is kind of like a cut, like a small valley, so the rain must have ran through here pretty hard, and you can tell that by all of this waste stuff here has been washed out of there. Alright, let's go into it. There's sort of 3 sections to it, and I'm in San Diego County, which is right on the border of Mexico, and they've put a pile of cut trees here just to try and block the view from down there, from the road. Now let's go in. It's kind of a rough path there that they can shoot out that way if they want to. Let's go deeper in. And we're coming into where I was just doing the video on the little stainless bottle there. Now this is an area that they would have, there's some a bit of camping stuff there. Now this is illegal aliens, this is not kids camping. I know that for fact because I've found them living in these areas before. So this is kind of a nice flat area if you're going to tie up tarps to lay under, and we'll see signs of stuff like that. There's another little route you could scrabble out of there if you had to, if the authorities turned up or whatever. But it is a nice levelish area, this. Handy for tying tarps up. I know we're not seeing much evidence right now, but if we go a bit further in, we come up to another section. Go ahead, Peanut. Yeah, this is well covered in. Again, there's been steps cut here. Let's go down to this little bit here. Now this has been leveled out with a shovel or a spade. Nice level area here for sleeping. And there's evidence of bags, like rubbish bags tied to the tree there. I don't believe I walked right past that. A pair of scissors here and a razor. So this is not kids camping, is it? And people have been here real recent, but like I say, because of the rains, they've moved to higher ground. And there's the empty beer bottle down there. There almost seems to be plenty of beer bottles on these little camps. And again, you could hang a tarp up on these branches real easy. So that's a second section. And there's another one. We'll go further up. I know this has nothing to do with a canteen bottle or anything like that, but just maybe of interest to some of you guys. And here's like the main room. It's quite a big area, this. Peanut, hold, sit, sit. Right, stay. We've got beer bottles, some bits of rubbish over there. Here's a frying pan and another razor and fungal shield, maximum strength. So yeah, something you would want if you were living out here, I'm sure. There's a playing card. They do clean up a fair bit, but just not good enough. You can see they've had tarps tied up here across the trees. There's a bag with water bottle in there. Yeah, Mexican beer, Pacifico, kind of nice beer actually. And there's like a deodorant can and more bottles of beer all slung in the bushes there. Yeah, so this is the main chamber. You know, the more you look, the more you see. And there's of course they've got to have a back door. Here's some more. Here's some camo tarp that's been tied up here. There's like another track going through there. There's probably an escape route there. And another escape route here. I guess if you're an illegal alien, you've got to have your escape routes. So that's it. That's behind me there. That's where it all goes on. And I don't know if you can make it out on this camera, but the closest houses are up there. I see the tall trees, just behind the tall trees. Anyway, kind of turned into a different video there. that camp is deep in there. You really couldn't tell it was there unless you go scrabbling through the bush. They, like I say, they got washed out of there. They'll be back in there when it dries out a bit, I'm sure. Yeah, you get a lot of people in that camp, and I know there's a peanut hut over there at the top of the where you can see the sandy colour. There's a tent over there with people living in it right now. So you never know who you're going to bump into in places like this, especially in San Diego. You know, there's literally thousands of illegal aliens come up through Mexico, thousands and thousands of them, and they all got to travel and put up camp somewhere, and this is one of them places. Anyway, just added that, just maybe a bit of interest to people that are not familiar with that kind of activity. But just goes to show, you know, you got to be aware. You come across a bunch of, I don't know, 12 guys and drinking and whatnot, you never know what can go down. Or you might have a beer with them, who knows. We get those African killer bees around here, and they could be them down there. They'll really mess your day up. So we're gonna leave them. Come on, look.